This is Fox 5 Morning News.
A live look now at the Martin Luther King Memorial, where a ceremony honoring Dr. King just wrapped up. The project, years in the making, finally dedicated last year. Union stonemason August Williams helped make its beauty and majesty a reality. In fact, he came out of retirement to work on this memorial, and he joins us now in studio to talk about what drew him to this job and how he hopes to keep people inspired by Dr. King's enduring message. What a pleasure it is to meet you.
Thank you, Allison.
Thank you for coming in today. Tell me about this journey. You learned the old-fashioned way from Louisiana, right?
Yes.
Tell me everything.
Went to college. I was a salesman and stuff like that, but my style of clothing, I would have gone broke. So with construction, I could wear a pair of jeans or work shoes, and,
Sure.
and I'm comfortable. I was taught by a stone master back in, I can't remember when.
Okay.
And I love to use my hands. The company I worked for, I became a minute man, meaning that they call you on a Thursday and tell you that they need you in Timbuktu.
Wow.
On a Monday.
Okay.
And I was there. I got the call to come here in '86. I came here, and I thought, well, I'm tired of traveling. I had a baby, but she was like 2. And I said, well, I'll move my family up. And I stayed.
And you stayed.
Yes.
Now, all these years later, you come out of retirement. Did you make the call and say, I have got to work on this memorial? How did that come about?
Let's just say I made a call and made an offer that couldn't be refused.
Okay. They needed you.
Thank you.
They needed you.
You
There's a
said
picture.
that, not me.
I know. Go on record. They needed you.
Yeah.
That's a picture of the construction. In fact, you documented all of this.
Yes.
Tell me why you knew it was important to do that.
Well, I felt that something of this magnitude, an African-American stonemason should have been there. That wasn't the plan, in my opinion.
Right.
So I made the call. And fortunately enough, I was the only one chosen to work on the statue out of any authenticity with Master Lay and the crew, which in itself I'm proud of.
So you're there, you're working, and do you get the idea then that nothing here is trash, all of this is sacred, and I'm going to keep some of this to pass it along? Well, tell me how that came about, because you have created or come up with these beautiful plaques.
Yes. At the Indian Museum, I noticed that we had tons of stone left over, and they had in the little gift shop little pieces of stone for like $20. And as we chiseling these pieces off, and they're falling on the ground, and I just started to harvest them.
Right.
They started to laugh. Oh, look, he's picking up all these pieces, yada yada yada. Okay, fine. But these pieces actually came from it. And I'll leave that alone.
And you're doing it in a unique way. They are being auctioned off on eBay. Is that where we can go?
Only one.
Okay.
The first one is slated for the White House. I just haven't figured out how to get it there yet with all of the red tape.
Right. That's not going to be a problem, I'm sure, for you.
Well, I'll figure it. Yeah.
Right.
And so, number 2, we have it on auction on eBay. Now, people, it's art. Number 1 to the White House. I have number 2.
Okay.
All of the other ones will be straight sales.
Okay.
And there's only 1,000. And there's a brief little story about me and how I got there on the plaques.
You know, people don't want to know how they can get these. So
Okay.
how will we know when they're for sale, how we can purchase
They're on
one?
sale right now on eBay, or you can contact me or email me at presentationplus@verizon.net
Okay.
for the information, or you can call me at 202-365-3113.
All right.
And at the end of this week, we will have some art pieces. I have maybe 10, 12, 15 nice size pieces that we're going to mount on black granite with a plaque and have them for sale as art pieces.
All right. All that's on our website, myfoxdc.com, how to get one. Before we let you go, what was it like for you emotionally to be there working on this King Memorial for you? And did you ever think you would be doing that?
No, not that.
Right.
But I knew, when I knew that it was going to be built, I knew I was going to be there because there's a small pool of African-American stonemasons. So it wasn't, rocket science.
Right.
So when I made the call, I knew I wasn't petitioning for the mass. I was petitioning for a small few. So I knew this up front.
And you knew it. How special?
Well, the first day I got there, I was welcomed by Lisa Anders and everybody, and I shed a tear or two. I could be an emotional person, and I just took the time to just look around and just, you know, it was really awesome just to be there.
Right. Well,
and then when they put me on the top with the artist, Master Lay, I didn't know how to put that in perspective, but I found the little niche for it eventually.
All right. Well, please go and visit if you haven't visited the memorial. And
also, let me.
Yes, sir.
There's a book that's coming out.
Okay.
I have a book that we're going to publish to show the construction of it. There's not anything out there like it.
Beautiful.
To show the construction of it from the time the first tree was removed to when the time capsule went in the ground.
And that. Before I start to wrap it up, anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Nice to meet you. We'll be right back. What a pleasure.
Great.